Robert Wise told me, if you're going to make it in the film business, you need the 3 Ps: persistence, passion, and patience.
MovieTimesMagazine.com is a combination of Charlie Rose meets Inside the Actor's Studio. We're interviewing people, some of whom you know, actors, directors, and a lot of people that you don't know, but you know what they've worked on. What we're trying to do is bring you as close as possible to meeting these people in person.
I put together the Super Bowl for that movie, and it was very exciting. We had to sell that we were really at the Coliseum in front of hundreds of thousands of fans. This wasn't like today where you can put VisFX, you can put them in. We had 14 minutes at halftime of a Ram game to shoot everything that's, anytime you see the Coliseum at night or any of their football stuff at night, that was that one night in those 14 minutes.
He's privileged and honoured to be on set, and he's got his boom and he's got the little mics, and he's mic'd Jack Nicholson, and Jack Nicholson's walked off with the radio mic on. He's like, oh. And he's walked off to talk to Kubrick. He's like, oh man, I'm going to get to hear some snippets of actual directing from Kubrick, who never talks to anyone, talks quietly. This is going to be fantastic. So he found a little place to set up at his ears, and he's listening, turns on the thing, and the two of them are chatting. And Kubrick says, you see the tits on the tea girl this morning?
I love going to work. I don't care. Sometimes I'll go on a set, and the first thing I'll go to the chuck wagon in the morning, and they'll say, well, the grips are down there. You know, they think I'm a grip. I can understand that. Everybody's got a different role, and if you think for 1 minute that you're more important than the kid who is doing craft service, you're kind of missing out on the magic.
People come to me all the time and say, now with HD, you don't need to do any lighting. Well, lighting is not for exposure. Whether you're using film or HD, you don't light for exposure. You light to help tell the story.
You know, when I got the call to fly down to Miami to go and read for Jim Cameron, it was, you know, definitely because I had been in, you know, Wayne's World. It changed my life, that movie.
When we would do these scenes, he would always play the other parts. And so the first few times we would do it, I'd look over to him, and it was Robert Redford, you know, staring at me with his squinty eyes or whatever, acting, and it made me laugh.
He stuck his right hand out, went, hi, I'm Bob Altman, and I went, hi. And then with his left hand, he handed me this massive spliff. As he handed it, I sort of flashed through, I thought, well, if I refuse it, he's just going to think, what a wimp. But if I take it, God knows what's going to happen, because rumor was that Bob Altman's marijuana was pretty intense.
The hostess came up and said, Mr. Semler, do you have it with you? I said, what do you mean? She said, the Oscar. I said, yeah, I've got it here. She said, do you think it'll be prudent to show the passengers in the plane? There's a jumbo. And I said, darling, it's like, people have been flying for 10 hours, they've got 6 hours to go, they're all grumpy and dirty, they want to go to the toilet's overflowing, and they're hungry and there's no room, and I don't think they want someone waving a trophy around in front of their face. She said, I think you'll find it different, I think you'll find it. So, okay, whatever you think. So I picked it up, and they went bananas.